Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com. In today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to do the shell stitch. This is probably one of my hands down favorite stitches of all time. And it's pretty easy to see why, because it's a wavy stitch and it just looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm a little obsessed with this stitch, I'm not gonna lie. I just made probably 6 blankets in a row, maybe 7 with this stitch. So yeah, I would probably say I'm in a little bit of a shell stitch phase. So I thought I would share how to make this beautiful shell stitch with you today. So here is one of my blankets. This will give you an idea of what the shell stitch looks like once it's worked up in a few different rows. I've changed colors and I think it's absolutely beautiful, like I said. So here's what it looks like. So let's begin with today's tutorial then. So for today's tutorial you're going to need a size I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. This is, of course, the Clover & More, one of my favorite all-time crochet hooks. So I'm going to leave my review in the description below just in case you're interested in checking that out. These can be found at Joann Fabric Stores and on Amazon. And then I'm going to be using some leftover worsted weight yarn. I'm using Red Heart with Love, but you can simply use any worsted weight yarn you would like, or any yarn just to practice along with me. So for the purposes of this tutorial I'm going to be making 25 chains, but to make the foundation chain of your shell stitch you're going to make a multiple of 6 plus 1. So that means you're going to make a multiple of 6 plus 6 plus 6 into your desired length, and then you're going to add one more stitch or one more chain onto the end of your foundation chain just to keep everything in balance. So again, for the purposes of this tutorial I'm just going to simply make a chain of 25, but if you like to make anything bigger then you can simply do so now. So as always, you want to start off with making a slip knot and insert your hook. So to make a chain you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through that loop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So now that you have your 25 chains, or whatever chain that you started with, you're going to make 2 double crochets into the 4th chain from your hook. So that loop on your hook does not count, so you're going to count 4 chains from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to do 2 double crochets. So to make a double crochet you're going to do yarn over your hook, insert it into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops remain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So you're going to do 1 more double crochet into that very same chain that you just created, and that chain 3 that you skipped actually becomes your 3rd double crochet. So you have 3 double crochets right here. Next you're going to skip 2 chains, so 1 and 2, and in that very next chain you're going to make a single crochet. So to make a single crochet you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops remain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, and then you're going to go back to your shell stitch, so you're going to skip 2, so 1 and 2, and in that 3rd stitch you're going to make 5 double crochets. So just take your time with this stitch, as it might be a little difficult at first, but once you get your muscle memory it will become a little bit easier for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 2, 4, 5. Then you're going to skip 2, 1 and 2, and in that next chain you're going to do another single crochet. Okay, so you're going to repeat this all the way down, and when you get to the end you're going to make a single crochet into the last chain. So let me get to the end of the row and I will meet up with you and show you how to end the row. Okay, so I'm coming up on the end of the row, so I have 3 chains left, so you're going to skip 2, and in that very last chain you're going to make a single crochet. So this is what your first row will look like. So to start row 2, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3, and turn your work. So in that very first stitch, so that single crochet from the previous row, you're going to do 2 double crochets. So that chained 3 that you just made counts as your first double crochet. So you're going to have a total of 3. So you're going to make 2 double crochets into that first single crochet from the previous row. So 1 and 2. Next you're going to skip the next 2 double crochets, so 1, 2, and in that third double crochet, or in the very middle of your shell stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. And then next you're going to skip the remaining 2 double crochets of that shell stitch, and in the single crochet from the previous row you're going to make 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So basically when you do your shell stitches, you're going to make them offset each other. So instead of the stitches sitting on top of each other, they're going to be offset. So you have your first shell here, your second shell here, and then your next shell would go this way. So it would kind of be offsetting like that. So to continue, again, you're going to skip the first 2 double crochets of that shell. In that top, middle, or the third double crochet, you're going to make a single crochet. You're going to skip the remaining 2 double crochets of that shell, and in that single crochet you're going to make 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip the first 2 double crochets, and in that top, middle, or third double crochet you're going to do a single. Skip the next 2 double crochets, and in that single crochet you're going to do 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then to end you're going to skip 2 double crochets, and in the top of that chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3, you're going to make a single crochet. So that way everything stays in balance and everything comes out evenly. So here is what 2 rows of your shell stitch is going to look like. So to continue on with the shell stitch, you're simply going to repeat row 2 over and over again until your desired length, and you will see the results of the beautiful shell stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and make 1 or 2 more rows just so you can see what the shell stitch looks like, and I will meet back up with you in a few minutes. Okay, so this is what 4 rows of the shell stitch looks like. And like I said, the shells kind of offset each other. So you can see here you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. and I really like the look of it. I feel like, especially when you use different colors or even just solid colors, it's a very pretty fan stitch, and I really like the results of it again. And you can make scarves with this, you can make baby blankets, I'm sure you can even make a cowl with it. I've actually seen a shell stitch hat as well. So there are a ton of different varieties of stitches and patterns and projects that you can work with this shell stitch. So it's a very beautiful stitch, like I keep saying, and it is a little bit more advanced beginner, so don't let that scare you. Just take your time with the stitch and eventually you will understand it a little bit more, but just take your time, and if you need to repeat this video and learn how to do it again, definitely feel free to do so. So again, to show you my blanket right here, this is the shell stitch. So this is what it looks like right here with a few different colors, and again, I think it's a really pretty stitch and it can be worked up in a variety of different projects. So thank you so much for joining me today on how to make the shell stitch. Again, my name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, if you would like to see any specific videos made, then please comment below and let me know, and I will try and get to those videos as soon as I can. Thank you again for joining me, and until the next video, bye!